I don't care. I'm still rocking with Deontay Wilder, win, lose, or draw.
Right.
And after the fight, Fury wanted to come shake Wilder's hand. And Wilder didn't shake his hand, and I told people I would have done the same.
Right. Well, Deontay, obviously, he looks at Fury as a man he had serious issue with concerning things that he felt and certain allegations that was out and certain things that he actually seen with his own eyes. Tonight, whether he, after they released that, all that energy, all that tension, everything, he still felt the way he felt. When he left the ring, and I was following him out, I was going to go, shake the competitor's hand and just tell him, good fight, man. And when I mean the competitors, I don't mean just Tyson Fury. I mean Sugar Hill, who I always had a great relationship, who's a great trainer. And I said that even to build up.
And a good dude, too.
And a very good dude. We wasn't just going against Tyson Fury. We was going against the Kronk Claw.
Those are the words of Elie Seckbach as he, of course, was interviewing Malik Scott. Now, I was going to leave this alone. But, the more I thought about it, the more I feel compelled to make a video about Elie Seckbach. Listen, journalism is one thing. Fanboying and favoritism is another. See, as you guys heard him just say, I would have done the same thing. That just shows that you have no integrity. It just shows the influence on someone's stature. Like Deontay Wilder, like I told you guys, why it wasn't a good idea for him to tell Tyson Fury what he told Tyson Fury initially, because it was people or a weaker-minded group of people that follow him that's going to think that shit's cool. Okay, and Elie Seckbach co-signing for that. I would have done the same thing. That's wrong on so many levels. It just shows me that you have no character. It shows me that you just go where the flow. You know what I mean? Had he congratulated him, you would have said okay to that shit too. You're just a sponge. You're just a guy you're a chameleon. You like to sit around and let me go along, ha ha, whatever what anybody does without having your own opinion. Here's the thing: it's one thing to be a journalist, and you hear what a person says, and you report what they say, and that's that. But when you report and then you give your own, I would have done the same. That means you are now partaking in someone else's interview. Nobody cares what you would think, but it just shows you that type of guy like that doesn't give a shit about anybody, really. You know what I mean? Anything to get a video, anything to get that, I would have done the same thing. But, mind you, you always have a past backstory. And let me tell you what the problem is with Elie Seckbach and Tyson Fury, okay? About 3-4 years ago, Tyson Fury kicked him out of his gym because of another incident that happened with Tyson Fury made a statement about Palestine, how the ongoing wars and the dispute and the debates from Palestine and Jerusalem, right? And, and then they have, an argument over land that's lasted thousands of years. Well, we know Elie Seckbach is Jewish. Well, Tyson Fury said something about that, and then that pissed him off. And he made a comment about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury remembered that shit, okay? And what he did was he kicked him out of the gym when he saw him because, he came in there thinking he was going to get his, footage and all that, and then he got his ass kicked out. Since then, he's had it in for Tyson Fury, and he hasn't liked Tyson Fury. So I think with Elie, he is personally trying to use Deontay Wilder as a tool to get back at Tyson Fury of any kind. So if he does anything that is negative or derogatory towards Tyson Fury, he's all for it. So that's where that was coming from. So, that doesn't excuse him being just, a chameleon type dude that doesn't have any integrity. It doesn't mean that. This is what the video's for. But it does show you why he is adamant on disrespecting Tyson Fury the way he was disrespecting Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury more than likely embarrassed him, made him feel, shitty, and and made him feel small by kicking him out of that gym, and he couldn't get that footage like he's so used to, because he's always rolling. His camera's always rolling. You know what I mean? So I think that's where that stemmed from, but that has nothing to do with you saying that it's okay to be a poor sportsman in the sport that you claim that you love, you know, or like, because you're around everybody, the Garcias, the Canelos, wherever he can get in, he's going to fit in, right? So that's what he's doing, you know, and then when he was with Tyson Fury, he couldn't fit in, so he had to get out. And I think that was what that was about. Bars. But anyway, I was just dropping this down to you, just showing you how people can be so influenced by negative responses and how so many weaker people can follow that, like Ellie Setback. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not a good look when you say things like that, because they could look, people could look up to Wilder and think that. Now, since then, he's already said another statement. Okay, so before people start with the comments, because a lot of people by then, you know, they hear what they want and they hear it long enough to turn it off and then make a comment on something that they didn't hear in its entirety. But anyway, this, you know, Wilder did come forth. Maybe his head was rattled a little bit when, Tyson Fury came to. I mean, they just got through scrapping and they still had evil intentions. So maybe that was, I don't know. But Ellie Setback, nonetheless, he was not rattled. He was not affected. He was just, butthurt and angry at Tyson Fury for kicking him out, and he ain't forgot about that shit. So maybe that's something that he needs to work on. But then again, he's a journalist. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Ellie Setback co-signing with Deontay Wilder to show Tyson Fury no love. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.